Welcome to Who's Making Money. I'm Jeff Eisman, and I'm here once again with Phil Perio.
Hello, Jeff. How are you?
Phil, as everyone knows, is a senior plan design consultant at Dedicated Defined Benefit Services.
That's right. And every day, my associates and I, Raymond and Martin Aza, dedicate ourselves to talking to financial advisors and their clients about the opportunity to set up defined benefit plans to reduce their current tax liability and help them hold on to more of what they earn.
So Phil, as the title of this video series would suggest, Who's Making Money, we always get together and talk about a client of yours or an advisor that brought a client to the table, almost always a high-income, self-employed individual or a small business owner that's found a way to make a lot of money. This story is no different, but what's really interesting is this particular client came to us with a lot of questions, mostly myths and misconceptions about defined benefit plans.
That's right.
And specifically, I think you addressed one big one, which is contribution flexibility. Can you talk a little bit about that?
We had a 47-year-old software engineer who was very successful and wanted to make contributions in excess of what he was currently doing in his SEP plan. But his problem was that he didn't quite understand how these contributions would work. And we were able to talk to him about flexibility of contributions and how those contributions can be adjusted up and down, both with certain workings in the plan and also by a mechanical paper amendment if we need to do so as his particular business changes.
So in reality, the plans are very flexible.
Very much so. There are certain minimums that need to be met. On the other hand, those minimums are very rarely burdensome.
You mentioned SEPs. Mm-hmm. One of the misconceptions that we've discussed is how SEPs work with defined benefit plans or how they don't.
Well, one of the most common questions is, so this defined benefit plan will go right along with the current SEP I have? And the answer to that, of course, is, well, actually no, because if the SEP is part of the IRS prototype, it precludes being able to have the SEP and the defined benefit plan or even a 401k along with it. They're different code sections. And so we explained to folks what will work with a defined benefit plan, and that's a solo K in the case of a single owner. So once those misconceptions are out of the way, we have great conversations about the ability to put in more money in a defined benefit plan.
So if somebody is considering opening a SEP and they recently heard about a defined benefit plan, or even if they haven't, probably a good idea to call us first, right?
That's right, because having that SEP open and contributed to in that year could actually have to defer the use of the defined benefit plan in that year and just kind of miss an opportunity for a whole year.
This next one isn't so much a myth or a misconception, but you mentioned tax code earlier. Is there anything interesting that's come out of the new Tax Cuts and Jobs Act as it relates to defined benefit plans?
There's a section 199A which allows for a 20% pass-through deduction. Now, in a lot of cases, however, if your income rises above certain thresholds, you cannot use that 20% pass-through deduction. What a defined benefit plan does is lower the adjusted gross income to the point that the 199A comes back into place and that they can use that 20% pass-through to some extent or perhaps completely.
So defined benefit plans now sort of stand for triple goodness. You're reducing your overall tax liability, you're turbocharging your retirement savings, and now with this new 20% deduction available through certain pass-through entities, it could help you qualify for it, right?
That is exactly correct.
That's great. So anything else you want to share?
Well, I think that the takeaway is that if you're watching this as a financial advisor, or if in fact you're a business owner and you're looking to reduce your current tax liability, to pay taxes more on your own terms, and to get your retirement plan savings up and running again, then I encourage you to give us a call and we will be happy to discuss the opportunity. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. Pacific Coast Time. We're available on the weekends by appointment. You can also visit us at our website at www.dedicated-db.com.
Great. Phil, thanks as always. It's great to see you.
Jeff, always a pleasure.
All right. We'll see you next time on Who's Making Money.
Yes. So long, everybody.